Wow.
Right up the side.
Oh, they must be filming Ghost Rider here.
That's what I thought.
Sorry. I should not joke about that.
Why is
It's
that?
a real fire. I hope nobody was hurt or I'm gonna be a real jerk. Oh no. But yeah, because Ghost Rider rides the flaming motorcycle and he rides down buildings on it. Sometimes it just looks like the trail he left. Oh no.
I'm told that it's nobody got hurt because behind the elevator shaft is normal rooms and stuff with sprinklers, so it can't advance into the building.
Oh.
Not true.
Or at least maybe it was slowed down.
Yeah, sprinkler systems won't stop fire forever.
Yeah, that looks like a lot
that
of
does
fire
give
for some
people
little
time to
room
get out of there.
sprinklers. Yeah, that makes sense. Slowing it down seems fair. Alright. So as per usual, I'm going to start off with making a 45-minute timer, which if I remember correctly is 2,700 seconds for creative planning. Oops, I did it wrong. Oh no. Sorry, give me a sec. I did not hit enter properly. Alright, creative planning. Enter. There we go. 2,700 seconds. There we go. Alright, we're going to jump in. I have a little checklist of some of the things that I want to do today. Creative server is already up. Let's go. Took a minute to load. There we go. Alright, so last we left off, we have this little preview of what the ring's gonna be shaped like and how it's gonna work. What I'm calling the Green Hill Zone. Okay. You know what, Mega Frank? What's your favorite kind of flower? Let's put Mega Frank on the spot here. Favorite flower, go! In Minecraft. And let's get a bunch of bees. Let's wait for them to pollinate just a little bit. I want to see some of them with pollen. They seem to be having a fun time. Oh, wow. It's technically not an accurate answer because I did ask about in-game. That being said, that's a pretty good answer. That's a pretty clever answer, I'm not gonna lie. Well done. Sicko. Oh, bee, where are you going? Can they not fly back up when they go down? Are they too stupid to figure that out? Are they? All the bees are gone. Wow, this does not bode well for bee farms up here. I will never understand Minecraft AI and their weird foibles. Why are you... It's like they dip down here and then they can't figure out how to get back up. You know you have wings, right? You know you can just fly right back up here, get back to the flowers? Or you're just gonna not. Welcome back. It was bee nest. Honey level equals.
Well, that sounds relaxing,
5.
Mega Frank.
I heard it fire twice again. Why is it firing twice? Oh, because, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Oh, what can I do about that?
Nothing.
I could try to debounce it somehow. I feel like there's a good red zone trick for that, but I don't exactly know what it is. What is going on with this bug?
It's a wasp trying to mess with a beetle and failing.
Oh, it got smacked by the wings. Ha.
Yep.
Alright, well, that's some experimentation with that. I'm still a little iffy on the fact that the bees seem to fly off. I might have to have some kind of enclosure for them instead. Maybe I just have little enclosures floating in the sky instead. That might be nicer. And then I just use the birch trees here for birch, you know, just for the wood. Alright. Well, before creative planning is up, there's something else I wanted to do. I wanted to fly way over here, and I want to get to our dual spawner area, and I want to try engineering an XP farm from all these skeletons, which will also give us a bunch of bone meal and you know, side note, some arrows and bows and stuff, which might be nice.
The panda walks into a bar and says to the bartender, "I'll have a scotch and Coke, thank you." "Sure thing," the bartender replies, asks, "But what's with the big paws?" The panda holds up his hand and says, "I was born with them."
Bruh. I was at least expecting you to go with the more dramatic version of the panda walking into a bar joke. Should I tell that one?
Sure.
Okay. So, a panda walks into a bar, more of a cafe really, and orders a sandwich. When the order arrives, the panda eats the sandwich, leaves a nice tip, and then pulls out a gun and shoots the waiter. And then the panda's about to leave, and the head of the restaurant comes up and is like, "What? What did you just do? What's wrong with you?" And he goes, "I'm a panda. Look it up." So the restaurant owner goes and finds an encyclopedia, looks up panda in it, and it says, "Panda primarily eats shoots and leaves." It's so stupid. This is why punctuation is important. Oh, here's the dungeon.
Like a Frank should nap.
What is going on with this bug?
It's a wasp trying to mess with a beetle and failing.
Oh, it got smacked by the wings.
Yep.
Alright, well, that's some experimentation with that. I'm still a little iffy on the fact that the bees seem to fly off. I might have to have some kind of enclosure for them instead. Maybe I just have little enclosures floating in the sky instead. That might be nicer. And then I just use the birch trees here for birch, you know, just for the wood. Alright, well, before creative planning is up, there's something else I wanted to do. I wanted to fly way over here, and I want to get to our dual spawner area, and I want to try engineering an XP farm from all these skeletons, which will also give us a bunch of bone meal and you know, side note, some arrows and bows and stuff, which might be nice.
The panda walks into a bar and says to the bartender, "I'll have a scotch and Coke, thank you." "Sure thing," the bartender replies, asks, "But what's with the big paws?" The panda holds up his hand and says, "I was born with them."
Bruh. I was at least expecting you to go with the more dramatic version of the panda walking into a bar joke. Should I tell that one?
Sure.
Okay. So, a panda walks into a bar, more of a cafe really, and orders a sandwich. When the order arrives, the panda eats the sandwich, leaves a nice tip, and then pulls out a gun and shoots the waiter. And then the panda's about to leave, and the head of the restaurant comes up and is like, "What? What did you just do? What's wrong with you?" And he goes, "I'm a panda. Look it up." So the restaurant owner goes and finds an encyclopedia, looks up panda in it, and it says, "Panda primarily eats shoots and leaves." It's so stupid. This is why punctuation is important. Oh, here's the dungeon.
Like a Frank should nap.
Alright, let me find some, we're gonna just go with some classic torches here. Alright. Can I get me... Give our netherite axe.
Did you hear the one about a koala that walks into a bar?
Oh, never mind. Don't think so.
Yeah, it's because it died on the way there.
Poor koalas. What the heck happened there?
Hey, they made their choice.
Did they?
Yeah, they decided to eat from the poison tree.
Hmm. Can you really call it voluntary when they're too stupid, though?
Maybe they're
Philosophical question.
stupid because they're eating from a tree made of poison.
Hmm. It's all cyclic.
They're all sick? Yes, they are.
That's true, too. Alright. Let's clear this space out a little bit. Alright, I want a simple, clean farm here, which means I'm going to get some water. I'm going to have it flow in one direction. We are going to need some more space, of course. I'm not going to worry about efficiency right now because we don't have enough time. Oh my gosh. Alright, fine.
Smelly, smelly, poo poo var.
There.
Big, dirty, dusty,
All right.
musty var smelling the whole
Muted.
server. Poop, poop, butt, the whole poop, nut, butter, stanky, smelly, bad var. Go take a show, stinky, stinky, dumb, hole, poopy, poop, butt, the whole var. Smelly, smelly, boy, kappa, pride, smelly, smelly, poo poo var. Big, dirty, dusty, musty var smelling the whole server. Poop, butt, the whole poop, nut, butter, stanky, smelly. Bad var. Go take a show, stinky, stinky, dumb, hole, poopy, poop, butt, the whole var. Smelly, smelly, boy.
I am definitely not putting any of that in highlights. Oh. Except
may have
maybe I should to demonstrate what I have to deal with on these streams.
I may have overestimated Mega Frank. He may be a 6-year-old.
Age just decreases every time.
Yes.
Thanks, Dad. That's what I'm reading now. Okay.
I hate
Now the
perforated
tricky
lines.
part about
They're
this
terrible.
is to try and... Mm-hmm. Let's get some tinted glass over here.
I wasn't sure how well you heard that one.
I did not hear.
I said I hate perforated lines. They're terrible.
Ah, yes.
One day, Var, you may need these jokes.
Maybe even one day soon. Who
Great for
knows?
clearing a room.
Alright, so that's going to be the beginning of the water elevator. We're going to need some... Oh. Wait, how do I do that? I need a way to put all this water in here without it flowing back out. But if I put signs here or something to block it, then it'll also block this water, which means there's going to be a block there where... You know, I
What's the
guess I'll
dif-
just have to rely on them pushing in.
What's the difference between a seal and a sea lion?
What?
An ion.
Nice. Move one back. That should do it.
My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home.
Heh. Malicious compliance. Okay, I can attach them to this wall. And that should cover that, literally and figuratively. I can hear a skeleton over here.
I slept
there is a
like
gap
a
in
log
here.
last night. Woke up in the fireplace.
You what?
I said I slept like a log last night and woke up in the fireplace.
Wow, you might want to get that checked out. You'll want to get that checked out.
Nice.
Thank you. Took
I
me a second.
approve. Are you still in creative mode?
Yep. Yeah.
Micah Frank's here
7 more
complaining that you're cheating.
Yes, Call Notch. I'm sure he'll be all over trying to stop people from using the closest thing to classic mode that still exists. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean closest thing to classic mode that still exists?
Minecraft Classic mode was more like creative mode. It didn't have health and stuff in the beginning.
Hmm.
So give me soul sand. We'll have an elevator here. It doesn't really matter where the elevator goes for now for this test because I already know what to do from there. Oh, except there is a problem where it needs to be 1 block further back. I'm a fool. This is why I test. Okay, fill that in. And then remove it. And then we'll put signs.
What do you call a nervous javelin thrower?
Should put that. What?
Shakespeare.
That's a good. Okay, so this elevator does need to be 2 by 2 because of all the stuff that's going to be spawning here. Got some 2 by 2 stuff spawning. Water throughout. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there's our elevator. Now let's see what happens when we turn out all the lights. Let's put some hitboxes on. It's still really dark. Okay, let's do effect, give myself night vision. That has happened. Yeah, they're really trying to not go down there. But it's spawning more. They can't resist
Back in a
forever.
minute.
But how long can they resist? Because that's definitely an efficiency holdup. What happens if I replace that with ice? Will that help? Give me a lot longer night vision. Replace blue ice. Let's try the slipperiest form. They're not going through at all. I need some way to push them better. Particularly the spiders. The skeletons are going through alright. Let's kill at E type equals skeleton. That's better. Replace water. And then shift 1 up. And then replace that with water. And we'll spectate out of that. Okay, yeah, the ice didn't seem to help much. Yeah, this is a problem. This is gonna spawn spiders and skeletons. I was thinking that's gonna get us so much better stuff, and it is, but also it means the spiders are gonna get in the way. Even if I try and make it only spawn skeletons, it's still gonna spawn spiders as well because the spawners are so close. So I need to find a way to deal with the spiders. I'm trying to see about building a mob farm from this double spawner that occurred near our base that we found. This is in the creative world, but it's a copy of the actual world. So this double spawner exists in the world. I'm just trying to figure out how to manipulate it. I think I'm gonna have to push him into a pit instead. Yeah. Making a lot of assumptions there, Mega Frank. Alright, we're gonna turn this off. Get rid of the skeletons. Everything is clear. Alright, we're gonna try this a different way then. Instead, take all this out. And we're just gonna make it into a pit over here. Except they do need to be forced to a corner though, so we're gonna have to change the layout of this a bit. Oh, you know, I think if I put trapdoors there, they don't resist, right? Not to mention, that means we can get the water to flow further. Because they won't go past the trapdoors, even if the trapdoors are open. Oh, yes. Oh, this... yeah. I'm starting to remember some tricks now. So now you see, the trapdoors are flipped down, but they still stop the water just as well. Which means... yeah. Okay. I'm going to have to move these forward. A male role model, Giga Chad. Have any suggestions as to who that might be? Don't say yourself. Don't do it. I know you want to. Ah, geez, creative mode planning already over? But I have so many more things I want to do. But we do need to get to the hardcore world. I get it.
Did you see my point, Vor?
Your point?
What I said.
That you would be the Giga Chad?
No. It's in the stream chat.
Fair point. Yeah, you didn't say yourself was stinky. I don't think that's the point. I think the point is you're spending time telling me I'm stinky. Is that really the best use of your time? Interesting question. Alright. I'm disobeying the timer and going a little bit further on this one.
2
There we
hours
go.
later.
Maybe. Nah, I won't. I'm just trying to get this set up correctly. Let's take this out. I need to make sure the water flows correctly so that I know how to make the water flow correctly. See, like there are the down areas over here. I need to fix that.
Raven just wants to feel included, but he's in voice chat and Mega Frank isn't, so...
Alright, let's put some stairs around here. Okay, so there's a nice 3x3 pit. Well, it's kind of 2x2, but it's kind of 3x3. I should probably make it bigger. Yeah, let's fill this up real quick. Get this out of our way. Spectate through. Place all of this with stone. Block it up. We're done with that. Okay. This way, now I can
Mega
expand
Frank
this
being-
even more.
Mega Frank getting annoyed that Sora is making good points.
Oops. Replace air. There we go. And then this one. Get rid of all that. That can go all the way to the corner. That can go all the way to that corner. This is the only corner we need to kind of worry about. Don't you have a Discord to moderate? Mega
That's
Frank
what I
is
was
like,
talking
hey, look,
about.
a distraction. Yeah. Okay. There's a nice 3x3 hole. This is pretty darn straightforward and should be way more effective.
You should be way more effective.
Oh boy. Did you really think I wasn't gonna read the whole thing? But I mean...
Anti-despotic
Deafening.
movement for constitutional government left square bracket 1906
left
to
square
1911
bracket.
right square bracket, and anti-colonialist movement for the nationalization of petroleum, in the 50s failed because of lack of religious coloring therein. Moreover, the central axis of the theocracy shall be Quran and Hadith. Var is just smelly poo poo var. Big dirty dusty musty var smelling the whole server poop but the will poop nut butter stanky smelly bad var go take a show stinky dumb hole poopy poop but thole.
Alrighty then. Alright, so here's the tricky part. I want to try and prevent these spiders from doing that. They need to stop doing that. There's no light down here. I don't see a good reason. I guess they are intentionally trying to avoid, aren't they? I didn't think they were that smart. Oh, you know what? Those were some of the early ones that got trapped on the side there. Maybe we're okay, actually. Okay, let's let this go and see how it goes. Tricky part, though, is that I need to be closer than this, which means this drop is not going to quite work. I may have to just use a sword or something. I suppose when I get something with mending and like sharpness, it shouldn't really
Right.
matter, right? Yeah, you're right. Okay, I think this is a pretty good design. Just the basics of it. I think we got an idea of what to do there. Alright. Let's do this. You know what? Yeah, let's use the white wool instead, because that'll go better with the clouds anyway. Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
How's it going, Fuzzy Demon?
Fuzzy.
Alright, good to hear. I'm just building up a sugarcane farm in the sky.
You play Minecraft? That's a first.
I know. Crazy, right? It's never been done. I myself was
Sarcasm,
quite
that's
concerned about the
original.
prospect. Okay. That there. This has to go all the way along to here. Not to mention the next layer.
I was just stopping by to say hi.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, hello.
Hello. And goodbye.
Alright.
Bye.
Good night then.
Bye, Fuzzy Demon.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
Well, alrighty then. I have one more slot that I can place sugarcane in here that's irrigated, but don't have the sugarcane right now. Oh wow! Thanks so much for the subscription for Raven. Much appreciated, Mega Frank. Looks like the Dr. Jekyll side, or yeah, Dr. Jekyll side of Mega Frank is back as opposed to the Mr. Hyde we usually get. I shower all the time, thank you very much. Why are you still here? Go away.
Oh, you finally getting tired of Mega Frank?
No. The wandering trader.
Spin-offs food?
Yes. It's like, just like all the candy bars have so many spin-offs, you know, where they just take the same basic recipe and then they add or
We
switch
added
or remove
M&Ms.
one
It's
thing.
different now, we swear.
Imagine
Mhm.
if there was a version of Nutella that's like the peanut butter that you got, which is way better than the other stuff.
So it seems we are missing some cows. Although I gotta say, the strategy of taking the same basic canning bar and just like changing one or two things and seeing how it works, I mean, even though it seems kind of silly and generic on the surface, I gotta say it's not the worst idea, because you get to try so many different combinations of things, and you often get some good results.
You don't get to try those combinations.
What?
You don't get to try those combinations.
Well, yeah. Back when I could eat candy bars, I could. Granted,
Eat
though,
them
when I
now.
went on my trip recently, I really needed energy, and basically all I had was gas stations, sometimes driving really late at night. So what I would do is get something my dad swears by for energy driving for road trips, which is a Payday. Not sponsored, but I'd take a sponsorship. For those who don't know, it's basically a candy bar where the center is like a gooey, chewy caramel kind of thing, and then there are peanuts all over the outside. So you get a little bit of the longer lasting peanut energy in addition to the sugar. So, nice stuff. And they're really tasty too. But I saw something in a store the other day. I think this was at Ace. Yeah, this was sitting next to the counter at Ace Hardware. And they had something that basically was like a Payday, but instead of the center being chewy caramel, it was vanilla nougat covered in caramel and then had peanuts. That sounds pretty awesome, and I really want to try one of those. That sounds lovely. So I'm all down for, you know, little variations on the stuff that works to see what you can add to it. I think it's a overall pretty good thing.
Variaticism likes variations.
Yeah, imagine that. Okay. Oh, I thought we had a spot or two. Well, this, then, is the first piece of sugarcane to be officially harvested that I don't have to replant. We are on our way. We're gonna need more sugarcane for sure. But for now, we're actually gonna leave the ring. I think it's time to head on over to our double spawner and see what we can build there. Alright, let's go. Oh, you can see the light through the nether portal? I didn't even notice that. And the shiny glass. Oh man, that's so cool. What if I just put some magma blocks at the bottom? Magma blocks won't destroy any of the items, and they'll do a little bit of damage to help me out with killing the monsters. And then I can just have a 1-block hole that I can peek through to swipe at them with a sword. Not exactly as efficient or clean as many of the pure skeleton spawners, but on the other hand, we're getting skeletons and spiders. Which is very good, because both their drops are very useful to our project. But, you know, very different sizes and behaviors, and that's a bit of an issue. There's the spawner. Ah, I missed. It's literally 2 blocks. You could not make it 2 blocks across the deep part. Come on. There we go. I don't know why, but I kind of expect more from a horse with diamond armor. Like, you look pretty elite, horsey. Need a name for this horse. If anybody has suggestions, let me know. Ooh, there's coal. Give me the coal. Is that all we get? Alright. I guess, you know what? You know what I'm gonna say? I will not I will count deaths AFK as the end of the world. I will do this 100% proper hardcore. No stipulations, no strings attached. If I die, I die. So I really need to make sure AFKing is good. And actually, I would have the same problem even if I was punching with my fists. So come to think of it, I guess I need to use a sword either way. So what we're going to do for that then, I really wish I could have tested this in creative first, but maybe I can do it without testing. So what we're going to do is the Doc M style trick, where basically we're going to use either an armor stand or a minecart. I can't remember which one he used. And we're going to have a dispenser place it in front of my character. And then my character will AFK click swing, right? It'll swing the sword and hit the minecart or armor stand, which will destroy the minecart or armor stand. Or no, actually, I don't think an armor stand is even destroyed by that, right? Maybe I can just... Do I just place an armor stand? Is that all I do? We might have to hop back into the creative world super briefly to test this. But in any case, the idea is you hit a different entity with your sword attack, but then you let the sweeping edge of the sword hit the mob that you're trying to kill from the farm. And if you hit the mob with sweeping edge, it does not count toward things like thorns. If you do it correctly. I think there might be some tricks to it, I'm not sure. We will find out. There is also the problem that, yeah, there's that 2 blocks of dead zone. I didn't think it was going to be much of a problem. But I'm realizing the items are not going to come on over in that case. Well, it works, but it definitely needs improvement. It's spawning both of them, so that's good. The spawners are active, so I'm close enough. I think what I need then is I need this to be a dry spot right in the confluence of all the waters. And I can have everything collect with hoppers if I want. But the real question is how I'm going to get close enough. If I go here... Oh, they can't quite see me, actually. What if I do this? No. Oh, I just had an idea. Why does the water look so blue? Well, anyway. Okay, so here's the idea I just had. We have a pit here. What if instead we had the water elevator like we were doing earlier, but here's the difference. We have the water flow down here past the edge to essentially push things into the water elevator, and the soul sand would be like here. Like this. So I can't have flowing water on a half block, right? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Never mind that. But the unfortunate part is spiders are just so hard to deal with. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Where's my scaffolding? There it is. Get ready with that. I have my shield and my sword. Taking out the torches. And here they go. How are you swimming against that current? You shouldn't be able to do that. That's it. Get out of here. Fighting a skeleton in water. I hate that. There we go. And there. I need more food soon. What? Well, that's awkward. I always wonder if, like, putting the hardcore tag on stuff helps, because I know people like me, I like watching people do hardcore. I think it's more interesting that way. I was inspired by Philza to do it that way originally, and that's what started this whole channel. I do a lot more stuff than just hardcore Minecraft now, and I'm still terrible at hardcore Minecraft, as you can see. But it's still, you know, still really cool to play, still really cool to watch. I think it's good stuff. And now we'll start the server again with all our data packs. I love the data packs that I have arranged here. None of them change the game too significantly in my opinion, but there's stuff like, you know what, I'm going to go over the list real quick. AFK display is nice. Anti-Enderman grief, so Endermen don't pick up your blocks and move them around. I think that's nice. Oh, the ability to customize armor stands. That should just be vanilla. There should be a way to customize armor stands in vanilla that does what armor statue does. It's amazing. Coordinates HUD, so you can always see my coordinates and direction and stuff above my bar. That's great. Item averages lets you put like a little glowing block thing that's like, it's a non-solid block, and then it'll count the number of items that flow through it for like 2 minutes and then give you the results so you can rate your farms and stuff with it. It's just nice to have, convenient. I have mob health bars, but I modified it so it only works with villagers, so I can keep track of villager health by looking at them. That's nice. Money makes all problems go away, yeah. Nether portal cords, so I can look at a nether portal and then do a quick command and it'll do the little just multiplier divide by 8 calculation between the overworld and nether if you want to link up portals and stuff. Shulker preview is really cool, but it breaks all the time. It's broken right now, but that's supposed to allow you to see like inside your shulker box when you hover over it in your inventory, which is super cool, but it just doesn't work, unfortunately. Silence mobs by naming them silence or something. A command to see your spawn coordinates. That's pretty straightforward. I can get night vision easily in spectator mode. I forgot I had that. I should use that more. And then a bunch of statistics tracking, which I can put in my scoreboard. I should use the scoreboard more. Oh man, what should I put on the scoreboard in this new world? Let's see if we can come up with something. And then unlock all recipes. I love that one. I hate seeing constantly, you unlocked a new recipe. And when I try and look up a recipe for something I already know in the recipe book and it's not there because I haven't unlocked it. Stupidest feature. All recipes should be unlocked immediately. And probably the most gameplay significant change. We have craftable bundles. Yeah, I can craft bundles. The classic 1.17 bundle recipe, you know, with the rabbit hide and string. Because bundles are cool. Oh, I almost forgot. One big thing. Okay, this isn't just a hardcore series. This hardcore series comes with some restrictions. Basically, it's where at each hardcore world we do this randomizer where I have a certain rule that I have to follow within the world, a special rule. So let's get that up right now and roll to see which one we're going to get in this hardcore world. So the different ones are grounded, which has actually changed. That's pacifist now. I haven't updated the thing, my apologies. Glass Cannon, Sovereignty, Insomniac, and Doom. So pacifist means I'm not allowed to kill anything with my hands. Glass Cannon is... Oh wow, it shows grounded? Really? Well, pacifist, really. That was a low chance. That was the lowest chance out of all of them. Wow. Okay. So that means this is actually not grounded, like I said. This is pacifist. The idea is, oh hey Zora, we died. I just rolled a new hardcore world and we got the one that's marked as grounded, which is actually pacifist. So that means I am not allowed to kill anything with my hands. I am not allowed to get any statistics on my stat screen that says I was killed by a mob. Or sorry, that I killed a mob. Obviously, if I was killed by a mob, then the hardcore world ends anyway. So that actually means like the little mobs tab in my stats page is just grayed out. Last time I had this, I messed up and killed a stray with my axe without thinking, and it was really stupid. So you know what? I'm actually glad for a chance at redemption. This time, we're gonna do pacifist correctly, and it's gonna be beautiful. No, Zora, right now it's just you, MXX, and I'm not sure if Apex is still here or not, but it says I have 3 viewers, so I'm not sure. Anyway, world number 9, brand new world. Let's do this. Oh man. A brand new world. Right for the taking. Oh, what do we do first? What do we do first? I know what to do first. We need to punch some trees. There's a village! I might not even need to punch trees. I guess I still have to punch trees. Ooh, an iron golem. I can make an iron farm. In the previous world, we had something called sovereignty, where I was not allowed to steal the villagers. I was not allowed to trap them. I was not allowed to do any of the cool things that I like to do with them, like kidnap them and hold them hostage and make them spawn iron golems for my own personal use, you know? You know, normal things that well-adjusted people do. Ask how long it will take for the bird to grow. That's fantastic. A couple buildings up? Nice! Hey, even getting a couple buildings up in an underwater build is a big deal because those are not easy, right? You gotta clear out all that water. Means either getting a bunch of sponges from an ocean monument, which is a task in and of itself, and even then when you use them you still have to like try them out on the regular and all, or you have to use a whole bunch of, you know, blocks, preferably something that falls like sand or gravel, to clear out the space gradually. I remember when sponges weren't even a thing you could get, and that was the only way to do it. I built some underwater bases that way. Pretty crazy. Oh, you didn't know they existed. Was this a long time ago, or was this recently? How long have you been playing Minecraft? But yeah, sponges, that makes sense. They're definitely pretty rare and tricky to get. Not to mention the history of them is so confusing. Like, they were in the game actually for a super duper long time, but then for so much of that history, they like were only in creative mode, and then their functionality got removed for a while, so like they wouldn't drain away the water around them. And then it was much more recently that they finally got added to survival mode in the ocean monuments. That was 1.13 and had the functionality back. But then now it wasn't even the original functionality, because in the original you could just place them and then break them and they would, you know, get rid of the water. Nowadays you place them and they absorb the water, but then they get wet and then you have to go dry them. It's fascinating. Wow, this village is beautiful. This is a really nice village. Okay. Remember, not allowed to kill anything. I need to check my statistics. Oh no. Wait. Here's to realizing I killed all those salmon. This is a lot harder to comprehend than I expected. How did I didn't think salmon counted for some reason, but they definitely count. Okay. Okay. You know what?
You killed salmon.
Yes, I did. And I am a terrible person for it.
You murderer.
Yep, pretty much. That's why I'm doing this now. We're gonna have to restart. I'm not re-rolling this time. We're going to pacifist again, but I am going to keep true to my word and restart the world. Because I messed up bad. Ugh. Boy, this is crazy. By the way, also worth noting, in addition to all the data packs I have 2 plugins running, but they're pretty trivial. One is called Chairs. It makes it so that sometimes you can right-click on stairs to sit on them, like chairs. Lovely. And the other one is Chunky, which when I have a world, ready to go, I pre-generate a lot of chunks within it so that it helps just for optimization. You understand. Anyway. Okay. Pacifist again. I'm gonna. I hope I can do it right this time. You know what? I just need to remember no axe except on trees. Axe is only for trees. That's what I need to remember. And no swords. Ooh. Well, this is pretty. Alright, looks like we're starting off in a forest. Standard oak and birch fare. I'm good with that. Here we go. Okay. Let's cook up some food. Here we go. Yum yum. Okay. Once one of those cooks up, I'm gonna eat it. Oh, I haven't even checked these. Unbreaking 3 and Silk Touch! I got a Silk Touch pick? No way! Oh my gosh, that's amazing! I love Silk Touch so much. I can get grass blocks, and I can put grass wherever I want! Oh, yes. Okay, you see the chunk relative coordinates? You want to go so that they are both 9. Apparently, that's where the chests always generate within a chunk. Is at coordinates 9, 9 within the chunk. So it should be right here. According to that. Let's see if it works. It worked! Oh my gosh, it works! Oh, thank you. Skip the tutorial. That's amazing. Especially since it was underwater, that would have been such a pain to get to. Oh, that's amazing stuff. Look at all that. Cooked salmon, heart of the sea, potion of water breathing. Heck yeah. Alright, let's go grab it. I want it all. I don't have enough room for it all. Okay, F3 off. Diamond! First time into this new world already.
Wait, how?
Treasure chest. Pay attention,
Oh.
man.
I was looking for me. I couldn't pay attention.
But I said it. Alright. Alright, I think we're gonna hang out by these roses, and I think we're gonna call it here. Oh, nice frame
Nice
rate
place
over
to
here.
end.
I'm sorry?
It's a nice place to end.
Yeah. Alright, so thanks everybody for coming. I hope you enjoyed. We will be back with this on Wednesday night. That is at 6 o'clock Arizona Standard Time. You can find the entire schedule on our Discord on the schedule channel, and if you click on the clock on the bottom of that schedule, you can find all those times in your time zone. And let's see if there's anyone around to raid.